Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Life with Lena. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about goals. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know what a goal is, why you need it for your weight loss journey, and what different types of goals that you can have on your weight loss journey. So let's begin. So you guys probably remember maybe like when you're a kid, somebody tells you like, oh, like set a goal for something, whether it's for school or something else. But what really is a goal? Like, I don't know. So a goal, it has to be two things. And it's also very important for your weight loss journey, but we'll get to that later. So, the two things that a goal has to be: number one, a goal has to be challenging. If, like, I'm trying to lose weight right now, and my goal can't be to, like, get to 70 pounds, because that's crazy, that's insane. And so, like, that would be super duper challenging, right? But the second thing is it has to be also achievable. So getting 70 pounds would not be achievable or healthy for me. And so I would want a goal that is both challenging and achievable. So that is what it means to have a goal. To set your mind, like have something that you want. Something it's like something that you want that you don't have that's going to be challenging and achievable. It's not coveting, it's something that's like good for you that you want. And so that's what it means to have a goal. All right. So there are many different types of goals, and I'm gonna kind of explain it with a little bit of like a metaphor on like what kind of goals that I set up usually when I'm trying to lose weight. So there's three different goals. I don't know if any of you guys have ever written a paper, and usually you start with like an outline, right? Where you have like this outline and it has, you know, you have like topics and stuff, and it just gives you like little bullet points so you know like little things what you're supposed to do when you're writing an essay, right? Well, so then in after you finish those bullet points, you write your rough draft, which is not it's not your final draft, but it's your rough draft. It's like you're partially there, but you haven't got the little editing things that you need to get done and the little extra things. And so you have your rough draft, and then you have your final draft, which is the final thing, the ultimate thing, the big essay, the like perfect, however it's supposed to be. So those are the way I'm going to explain goals. You're going to have a goal in each category. So I'm going to start with your final draft. So your final draft is obviously your big paper, your big goal, the biggest, the ultimate goal. There's nothing like it's the big picture, the big goal that you want. And so my goal is to lose 125 pounds. That is my ultimate goal, my final draft goal, right? So that would be your final draft goal. Now, your rough draft goal. So I'll tell you mine. My rough draft goal, it's not my ultimate goal but it is like it's a big milestone. Like when you get older, maybe a big milestone's gonna be being turning 40, and so it's like this big thing, and that's kind of what your rough draft goal is going to be. And so my rough draft goal is to get down to like one being the first number on the scale, which would be losing 60 pounds. So that's my rough draft goal. And then my outline goals. These are actually the most important goals on your weight loss journey because they help you get through it. So your outline goals they're these little goals. Like I was saying, they're like bullet points that help you reach your ultimate goal. Um, and so some of these outline goals, they're like little things. I also call them like small victories. And I've had some small victories. So one of your small victories, they're just like little highlights, like little like if you're on a journey and there's like little lights or little signs or something on a walking trail that like you know where you're going and they help you keep going. So some of them could be like, oh, I went down a size. Like I'm not the same if you're losing weight. Like which is why I do this. So if you're losing weight, then one of those goals you could be, oh, I went down a size, like, or oh, like I have, I don't know, I don't know whether whatever situation it would be, there could be like little stuff like, oh, I can see my jawline better, or which mine is not like great right now, but anyway, or other things like, oh, maybe some stretch marks went away, or, um, I can fit this certain shirt. I know that's definitely happened for me. There's like some stuff that I'm like, now I can fit this. Or, oh, I lost 5 pounds. Or, maybe it doesn't even have to do with the weight. Maybe it can be just healthy habits. Like, oh, I'm having a vegetable every day. Or I'm working out every day or twice a week or something. Or just like something consistent. Those little things that are going to help you keep going, because once you reach those small goals, those outline goals, those highlight goals, you're going to be able to progress way further. They're going to like give you that little nudge to keep going. And if you don't have those goals, it's going to be really hard. And so that's what I'm going to tell you next, is why these goals are so important to your weight loss journey. So, a lot of people don't think about this, but you usually, when sometimes people start weight loss, they're like, "Oh, I'll figure it out as I go. I don't need a goal." But like, why do I need a goal, right? But you do. I'm just going to tell you that now you need a goal, because a goal is going to get you way further. Like I said again, it needs to be challenging. It also needs to be achievable, which is like, for me, I know the weight that I chose is going to be achievable, but it's definitely going to challenge me, and that's what I want, right? And so that's why I chose that goal. But goals are really, really, really important, because they make you think, they make you try harder. And then again, that like halfway mark goal is another good thing. So I've actually recently been trying to think about like what I want to do as an adult, like what career I want to follow, and I was thinking about doing orthodontics, and that's like a 10-year path. So like you have like your pre-med stuff, and then you have dental school, and after that you're able to be a dentist, and then later you're able to be like you have residency and then you're an orthodontist. But I could just stop at being a dentist, and that would be great, right? So that's kind of why we have our rough draft goal, like our middle milestone goal, is because you could stop there and you would still have like past this goal. You could keep going, most definitely. Um, but it's kind of, it could go either way, and so it's a very flexible goal, but like in a good way that can help you. If you're like, I'm not ready to do this yet, I just want to hit my halfway goal, I'm going to take a pause and try to like maintain weight, and then I'll keep going and hit my ultimate goal. Um, and do those outline goals. Like without outline goals, you're just gonna like you're kind of just gonna you're not gonna feel any like you you won't feel like you're succeeding if you don't have these little goals that mean you're succeeding. Like if you're only expecting, oh, I'll just lose 100 pounds, and then you're like, you want to lose like 50 pounds in the middle, but you don't have those small goals that are going to help you, then you don't really know, like, you aren't going to feel the little like, oh, I succeeded, oh, I'm down a size. These little things, those help you go so far when you are trying to get to your ultimate goal, because they give you a little push and they're like, you can do it. You already did part of it. You're still doing part of it. You just got another one of these goals. You got this far. You're like, it's almost like a voice in your head that keeps encouraging you. So it's super duper duper important, because you'll just make it way farther when you have these little tiny goals. And so I have definitely made some of those goals, and I've reached those goals, and that's why I'm still going. So this is the end of the video. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment what goals you might have set if this video helped you. So I hope it did. I'll see you guys later. Bye.